Welcome, friends. We are going to be doing a 20-minute yoga flow to awaken the body, warm it up, get things moving, get a little strength in there, and ultimately just feel good at the end of the day. So we're going to start with just some nice, gentle breath work. I'd like you to sit in a nice, comfortable, cross-legged position. Your spine is nice and tall. We're not slouching. And we're just going to close our eyes, and we're going to breathe into our belly, into our chest, filling them up. And exhale fully through the mouth. And again, in through the nose, into the belly and lungs. And exhale fully through the mouth. One more time. Inhale in. And exhale fully. From here, we're going to start with some nice gentle neck rolls. Starting with our right ear to right shoulder. We'll exhale as we come down. Inhale as we go back. Continue going. Taking it nice and slow or a little bit quicker if you like. And we'll switch directions. Remembering to follow your breath. A couple more times. Beautiful. Come from here, we're going to take that right hand to left knee, taking a twist, taking that gaze out over the left shoulder blade. We're keeping those hips centered towards the mat. Breathing in nice and deep into our belly. And on our exhale, we'll bring it back to center. Left hand to right knee and coming around to the right side, gazing out over that right shoulder. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathing into that belly. And go ahead and bring it back. We're going to take a nice side body stretch. Inhale those arms up. Exhale over to the right side, dropping that hand down, keeping those sit bones planted into the mat. We want our chest opened up to the side. If it feels good on your neck, you can gaze up towards the sky. And then just breathing into those ribs, expanding them, stretching those muscles in between the ribs to allow for deeper breaths. And another nice deep breath in. Exhale out. And we'll inhale again to the center. Exhale to the other side. Same thing, keeping that chest nice and open. Gaze up to the sky if that feels good on your neck. Sit bones stay planted into the mat. Breathing into those ribs. One more nice deep breath in. Exhale. We'll inhale back to center. Exhale those arms down. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. Taking our cat-cows, making sure that we're in alignment. Shoulders are above wrists. Hips are above knees. And we're going to inhale, drop that belly. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze up. Exhale, round. Keep going, a few more times. Making sure when you drop that belly, you're dropping it as low as you can to get a nice front body stretch. And every time you round, you're pushing that mat away from you. Really getting into the backs of those shoulders and that upper back area. One more time, drop the belly as we inhale. Exhale, round. And then coming back to neutral, we're gonna take our bird dog. So starting with that left arm and right toes are back. Tuck that low belly in. I want a nice flat back. I don't wanna see the rounding because when we round, we're gonna cause, set ourselves up for upper or lower back issues. So making sure that that belly is tucked in, nice flat back. As we inhale, we're gonna lift both the arm and leg up off the mat, keeping our balance. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1 more time. As we inhale up, we're going to hold. Remembering to breathe. Keeping those hips balanced. We don't want to drop one hip closer to the mat than the other. Pushing out of that standing arm so that we're not sinking into that shoulder. One more nice deep breath in. Exhale, drop everything down. We're going to switch sides. The left hand comes out, right toes go back, low belly is tucked in. When you're ready, we inhale those arm and leg up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. And again, inhale, up. Exhale, down. 2 more times. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Last time, and we inhale, up, and we hold. Remembering to breathe, pushing out of that shoulder blade. I don't want to see you sinking down into it. We want to up and out, protecting those shoulders. A couple more breaths. And as we exhale, drop everything down to the mat. We're going to push it back for a quick child's pose. Remembering to breathe, resting your head onto the mat. If you want to get more of a shoulder stretch, you can tent those fingers up, push those shoulder blades and those arms up, and breathe. And then we'll gently come up, tuck those toes. We're going to take it to our downward facing dog. Piking those hips up, pedal those feet out. Remembering to breathe, making sure that your shoulders are not crunched up by your ears. We want to relax them down the back. And breathe. Beautiful. From here, we're going to walk those feet up to the top of the mat nice and slow, staying in that folded position. We can reach for those opposite elbows if you'd like, and we're just going to hang here. When you are folding, anytime, I want to make sure that you are folding from your hips. Your hips rotate. Couldn't think of the word. And then we come down with the rest of our body. This helps us to get more of a stretch to the back sides of those legs. It also protects that low back from getting overstretched or strained, because sometimes when we come down, we have a tendency to round the back first, and then that's putting a lot of pressure in that mid back. So we want to make sure that we are pushing those hips back, rotating this pelvis down, and then coming into that. You can rock back and forth here, or you can find stillness. Decompressing that upper back. And then drop those fingertips down. We'll slowly roll our spine up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming to stand, we're going to take a flow. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, fold it down, remembering those hips. Exhale, halfway lift. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands, step or hop it back, taking your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step or hop to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Then exhale, down to heart center. Sometimes I get my words mixed up, so you will find that in probably a lot of my videos to come. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands. Let's step or hop it back, taking your chaturanga, warrior version of it. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step or hop to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, down to heart center. We're going to switch it up a little bit. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, fold it all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant those hands. We're going to step that right foot back. Drop that knee as we exhale. Coming into a low lunge. Inhale, sweeping those arms up. Tuck that low belly and tuck that tailbone under just slightly. And then sink down as deep as you can. Oop. If you fall or lose your balance, just come back into it. If you need to widen your stance a little bit, bring that foot out to the side. That will help you also have a bigger surface area where you are grounding down on. On our exhale, we're going to bring those hands back down, step that left foot back, take our chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, we're going to step that right foot forward, drop that left knee, untuck those toes as we exhale. Inhale, sweep those arms up, and breathe. Remembering to tuck that low belly in just slightly. And on our exhale, we're going to bring those hands down, step that right foot back, take our chaturanga as we exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step or hop to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep that arms up. Exhale, down to heart center. One more time. Inhale those arms up. We're going to add on. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step that right foot back, coming into that low lunge. Exhaling as we untuck those toes. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Tuck that low belly in. Make sure that it is always tucked so you are protecting that low back and you're getting a better stretch in the front of that thigh, and sink down into it. On our exhale, we're going to bring those hands back down to the mat, but this time we're going to push our hips back, coming into a half split. Left toes are back towards us. Remembering to pull that left hip back so that you're not on an angle with your hips. You want them parallel with each other. Folding from the hips first, then you can round it out. And then we're going to come back forward as we inhale. Exhale, tuck those toes, plant that hand, step back, taking your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step or hop to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep those arms up. And exhale, down to heart center. And then we're going to do this one more time so we get the other side. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant those hands. We're going to step that left foot back this time. Drop that back knee. And then when we inhale, bring those arms up into our low lunge. Remembering to tuck that low belly every time. And breathe. And on our exhale, we're going to bring those hands back down to the mat. And then again, bring that hip back, pointing those right toes towards our face, coming into that half split. And breathe. Remembering to fold from the hips first. Couple more breaths. Now on our inhale, we'll bring it forward. Exhale, step it back, taking our chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Taking a moment here, just pedaling those feet out. And then on our next inhale, we're going to sweep that right foot up into three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it through. We're going to lay it down into our pigeon. Untuck those back toes. Sitting up nice and tall here to start. And then from here, I want you to walk your fingers over to the right side so that they're framing your right knee. And then we're going to come down over that knee. So we're in a little bit of a twist. Just helps us get a little bit deeper into that glute muscle. Also, again, twists are always really good for us. And breathe. And then we're going to push ourselves back up, come back to center, and then lay ourselves down into that full pigeon. And breathe. And gently bringing yourself all the way back up. If it's within your practice, I'd like for you to reach for that left foot, bringing it in, getting more of a quad stretch. If it's not, just leave that foot down and then just stay upright, coming into your king pigeon or pigeon variation. Remembering to breathe, bringing that foot in as close to your body as you can, getting a really deep glute stretch, even into the hip flexors if you go far enough. And then gently release that. We're going to tuck those toes, push it back into our down dog, pedal those feet out. Just take a moment here to notice the difference between each side. Notice how one side now feels looser than the other. And then let's inhale that left foot up this time, up to the air. Exhale, bring it through, lay it down, coming into your pigeon. Right toes are directly behind you, coming first to sit up nice and tall. And then we'll walk those fingertips over. Now we're framing that left knee. And then when you're ready, coming down, laying your chest on top of your knee if possible, or as close to as you can. Anytime you're in a twist, making sure you're taking nice, deep belly breaths in, massaging those internal organs, promoting our detox pathways. And then pushing ourselves back up, we're going to walk back to the middle and then lay ourselves down, taking our pigeon, and breathe. And gently pushing ourselves back up. Same thing, we're going to come sitting upright. You can either stay here or reaching for that right foot with the right hand, Bringing that foot as close to your body as possible, taking a nice deep quad stretch. Remembering to breathe. And gently release that foot back down. One more time, let's push it back into our down dog, pedaling those feet out. Taking a moment here to notice maybe they're more similar, those legs, or maybe one is still tighter than the other. And just taking note. Our bodies are never fully symmetrical, but if we can get them as close as possible, then we really are winning at life. Beautiful. Coming down onto your knees. I want you to take those knees nice and wide as your mat, toes to touch, push it back into your child's pose. You can tent up those fingertips if you want to get more into the shoulders again. Beautiful. Coming back up, we're going to come to lay on our backs, getting there however feels good for you. Coming all the way down, hugging those knees into our chest, pushing that low back into the mat, and we're just going to rock our hips back and forth for a moment, giving it a nice little massage, giving it some love. From here, I want you to take those knees nice and wide, and we're going to take happy baby pose, so either reaching for the backs of your legs, your ankles, or the outsides of your feet. Pulling those knees down towards the mat. If you want to take it a step farther, you can take your first two fingers and hook them around your big toes and start to straighten those legs out. Whatever variation you take, make sure that your low back is pressed into the mat, and then you can find stillness, or you can gently rock back and forth. Breathing here. Couple more breaths. And then I want you to let that go. Hug those knees back into your chest. We're going to release that left leg out long, keeping that right knee in. And when you're ready, bring that right knee across the body, coming into our twist. Make sure that you're keeping that right shoulder blade planted on the mat. You don't want it to lift. So only twisting as far as you can before that starts to come up. Gazing out over those right fingertips if that feels good. And breathe into the belly. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. Hug that knee in one more time. Extend it out long. Let's bring that left knee in. Hugging it in nice and tight. And then crossing it over the body when you're ready. Left shoulder tips or shoulder blade stays planted on the mat. Gazing out over those left fingertips. Breathing into that belly. Expanding and contracting. Allowing your body to do its detoxing. Anytime you do a lot of twists or any twisting, you should also drink lots of water after to help flush the system. As like I said, twisting promotes the detox pathways within our body. So they're already naturally occurring. It just kind of helps them along a little bit. So you just want to make sure you're flushing out anything that may get stuck in there. I also apologize if you hear noises in the background. I am recording at the studio that I work at that is also a part of a gym, so can't always find peace and quiet. And coming back to center, hug both those knees in one more time. And when you're ready, extend them out nice and long, bringing them as wide as your mat. Your hands can either come down by your side, palms facing up, or you can rest them gently on your belly, whatever feels good for you. Making any final adjustments that you need to be comfortable. And then we'll take a nice deep belly breath in. And exhale fully as we close our eyes. And just take this moment. And gently start wiggling your fingers and your toes, finding some movement, maybe rotating those ankles and wrists. And then taking a nice deep full body stretch, arms above head, toes go out nice and long. And then when you're ready, rolling onto your side, and your right side, and coming up to sit, nice and gentle. Taking your time, there's no rush. From here, we're gonna inhale those arms up. Exhale down to heart center. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to making more classes in the future. So if this is something that you enjoyed, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I look forward to meeting you again.